great about the show last night? More people voted for the Idol winner than voted for a president in this fine country of ours.
Ever.
That says a lot right there.
Although it is a little bit of a skewed stat. I mean, if people could walk in and vote 800 times
you know what? That's
for the president.
You know, you got to look into the stats. You're 100% correct.
Because Ryan was so proud to announce that they had like 64 million votes or something like that, 68 million, whatever the hell it was, and that it was more votes than any president has ever gotten in this country. But, you know, people have been, I voted for Taylor 80,000 times. Yeah. How many people are actually voting?
7 Asian kids.
Is that what it is? Yeah. 7 Asian kids on
and
their
Anthony's
singular
sister.
phone. And my sister, yeah, she had to vote for Ace like 250 times. Ugh. 250 times. She must have just been all immersed last night watching when Ace came out to sing with his soulful eyes. Just throw them all away. Just now they can go away. Because they show some of the people in the crowd from previous American Idols, and they put their name on the bottom, and you go, who the hell is that? I have no idea who that is. There were some highlights. It was pretty much an hour and 56 minutes of drivel.
Including
and
Prince's
schmaltz.
Including Prince's performance.
Prince showing that he's been sleeping in a hyperbolic chamber.
No kidding, man. He looks exactly the same.
Prince has not changed since we saw him on MTV singing Little Red Corvette. Exactly.
Since those days.
Not a bad Prince. You see his backup singers, though? Smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking hot.
What song did he sing?
That's a new song.
It's all new stuff. Like Chris Daughtry sang with Live. So Live comes out. Now, you would think it would be kind of cool if they did a song where Chris really sang something old that we all know from Live. But they agree to be on the show so they could promote something new. So it's something no one's familiar with. And then they're singing on top of each other the same time, so it's not showcasing either of their voices, really. It's just awful. And Prince came out at the end, did a new song, turned around, and walked right out. Yeah. Walked on, walked off. No one talks to Prince.
Yeah, Ryan Seacrest tried to, have some kind of, moment with Prince, I guess.
Stop.
And Prince just wouldn't have of it. Didn't even acknowledge that he saw Ryan
touched his arm. I saw him touch his arm and go, Prince?
Right.
And Prince just turned away.
Walked away.
Denied,
yes.
That's probably a pretty big photo op if you could get Prince.
He used to come into the Boston Comedy Club. His down the village.
Did he take pictures?
I never met him there. His ex-sister-in-law is a comedian.
Really?
Who I knew. Yeah. And he would come out, kind of sneak in, or he'd sneak in to see Chappelle. He was a big Chappelle fan years ago.
Who isn't?
Before Dave was as nearly as famous as he is now, yeah.
Wow.
So the highlight for you, though, was Hasselhoff?
Hasselhoff crying that Taylor Hicks won. I was dumbfounded. It wasn't really a highlight as much as it was just shock. I was in shock watching that. The highlight for me was the guy that said that he was, because what they did was they gave out these little bogus awards throughout the show.
Oh.
Best, male supporting of another male thing, and they kind of gauge that up a little bit. And then they had best impression, and it was some guy thinking he was Clay Aiken.
Right.
And how he went to the audition saying, I'm like Clay Aiken, and he looked like Clay Aiken's retarded brother. You know how every celebrity that has a brother, it's the retarded version of the celebrity? Right. And we always point out the prime example, which is from Dirty Dancing.
The dude that no one knows the name of anymore.
Yeah, there.
Yes,
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze, of course.
Patrick Swayze's brother absolutely looks like the retarded Patrick Swayze. Like, you'd see him walking down the street and go, oh, my God, that's Patrick Swayze if he had Down syndrome.
If he was retarded.
If he was completely retarded.
Tom Hanks has one of those,
Tom Hanks has them. It's just they're retarded versions of the celebrity.
Yeah,
it's definitely a shame. It's a sin, but it's just the way it is. And he was like the retarded version of Clay Aiken. So they brought him out on stage to sing, and he was awful. He's singing, and then the curtain opens up behind him. The crowd goes crazy, and who walks out? the little faggot himself, Clay Aiken, comes walking out and starts singing the song with him. This little guy,
we got the audio, by the way,
was jumping up and down just in a homosexually charged frenzy of love for Clay Aiken that he could not even compose himself on television.
Yeah.
And he's trying to sing with Clay, and at that point, I think the game plan was you step back and watch Clay perform the song, but the stupid retard didn't realize it, and he's right next to Clay with the mic until someone had to usher him off stage a little bit and turn his mic off.
Ew, did they?
Yeah, Ryan Seacrest came out and kind of grabbed him by the arm and pulled him to sit in a stool like a good retard and watch the star.
Well, here's Aiken Wannabe's original audition, part 1.
Uh-huh.
Michael Sandecki as
The next Clay Aiken.
How about Butt Aiken?
Well, let's just deal with the Clay Aiken thing, which is quite obvious who you've modelled yourself on. At least he could sing.
I really can sing, it's just I'm nervous as hell and I gotta pee.
You really have to go pee?
Yeah,
All right, I'm going to set you a challenge.
I have to go pee.
Why don't you
Go
go
to
pee?
the cloakroom, then come back.
For real?
For real.
Go pee
If
and
that's
come
your
back.
problem, you go to the cloakroom, come back.
Okay,
Cloakroom.
I'll be right back, I promise. I'm gonna run.
Stupid limeys call a bathroom.
Run.
He'd probably go to the cloakroom and start going all over people's jackets.
All right, so then he comes back.
Retarded, it's obvious.
He comes back for a second try, right after he relieved himself.
I don't want to talk about this. I don't want any explanations of how you feel better. I just want you to sing.
In the still of the night.
Okay, it didn't work. Thank you very much.
So that was his original auditions, obviously.
Yeah, he's awful.
Right, and then last night they brought him out to sing
Yeah.
a Clay Aiken song because he loves Clay Aiken.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of it, Clay Aiken comes out.
Oh, you can tell when the crowd just goes wild.
Wait, don't tell me when he comes out. Let me
All right. Congratulations. How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good.
I want to ask you a question. Would you sing for us here while we're live tonight? Would you do that for us?
Look how Ryan's talking to him like a retard.
Your game? Okay. He's game, and I'm getting out of the way. Go ahead. Michael Sandecki, ladies and gentlemen. Take it away.
Clay just walked out.
No.
I can't lie no more.
Doing an Elton song. This guy's gayer than Elton. Jimmy! Oh, you hear? Oh. When he walks out. He was right there.
Did I miss it?
Although I search myself, there's always someone else. I just allow a fragment of your life to wander free.
The real Clay Aiken isn't much better, by the way.
No, he's awful. He looks good in the chat room, though.
See, now he's singing all over him. And they got to kind of drag him off.
Oh, that was awful.
The old broads love Clay, by the way. Like when he plays out at Atlantic City, I guess, and those places, Vegas, he packs it with these old ladies.
Yeah.
That just love him.
Certainly does pack it.
He packs.
Let's go to Dave in Connecticut. Dave.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Hey, I loved him growing up and everything, but what the hell happened to Meatloaf last night?
I can't watch Meatloaf anymore without thinking of Fight Club.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, Meatloaf used to be Meatloaf. He was the, singer, Meatloaf. And then he turned into the guy with the boobs from
the Man
Fight Club.
Boobs.
That's it. Now when I see him, that's all I think of.
Guy from Fight Club with man boobs.
Yeah. What was his name? Bob.
Yeah, it was Bob in Fight Club, right.
Bob Paulson.
Yep.
His name was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson.
Meatloaf has never really been considered cool, was he?
Meatloaf was considered cool.
Meatloaf was rocking
Back
for a
in
while.
the late 70s, Meatloaf was actual. You listen to what was rock, considered rock, and listened to by rockers and people that were supposed to be cool back in the 70s, and it's just awful.
Bob Seger, like, for me, it all begins and ends with him.
You take the old records off the shelf? Yeah, listen by yourself.
Sure do.
Yeah. All right.
All right. The douche highlight for me last night, by the way.
Are we doing douche highlights?
Well, yeah, you had the Hasselhoff.
I had quite a few.
There's 2 more douche highlights to get to.
Right.
Mine was Kevin Kovacs, whatever. Is it Kevin Kovacs?
Do I even care?
The little Chicken Little kid from Long Island.
Right. The little kid with the lisp.
Who has a relatively good singing voice, but he has an awful lisp, and he can't say words with the with S's.
It's the S's that get screwed up. It's got the Cindy Brady syndrome, they call it.
And for some reason, American Idol doesn't want to acknowledge that the kid can't sing S's.
Yeah.
So they give him a song to sing called What's New, Pussycat?
That's Tom Jones. Everyone loves the Tom Jones version.
A Burt Bacharach song, right?
Yeah, but Tom Jones sang it.
Tom Jones made it famous.
Maybe they did it on purpose.
No, they're not that smart. They're not that smart. So they give him
Pussycat.
They give him this song to sing out of a medley of songs he could have sang. They could have picked one that didn't have an S word.
As Kellie Pickler and the other girls were behind him, leaning on a piano, with Kellie Pickler, I swear, looking, again, completely retarded, with a big, dopey smile on her face. It was just, I was stunned by the entire thing. I wanted to go to sleep because our bedtime is very early for this show. I could not pull myself away from that cluster F that was the show last night.
Well, we had to watch it. Everyone's talking about it today. It's on the front page of every single paper in New York here.
People are also pointing out retarded versions of their brother, Frank Stallone.
Right, that's a biggie.
The Quaid brothers is a perfect example.
That's a biggie.
Apparently Bruce Willis has a retarded brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There should be a website.
There should be. Celebrity Brothers. Retards?
And the real thing. All right, here we go. Kevin Kovacs singing What's New, Pussycat. Listen to this.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's new Sylvester Cat.
Pussycat, pussycat, you're delicious, and if my wishes can all come true, I'll soon be kissing your sweet little pussycat lips.
You know what this song's about, don't you?
I love you, yes.
Let's not kid around here.
Yeah.
Semantics.
And your pussycat lips.
Guy and his dumb cat.
Has nothing to do with a cat.
Does.
And your pussycat.
There are so many S words in this damn song. Give the kid a break.
I hate people who lisp.
They should have just had him come out and say, she sells seashells down by the seashore, and have Buddy Hinton come out and make fun of him.
All right.
Every time he got an S wrong, they should lop off a finger with garden shears. That would certainly straighten his little lisp out quickly.
Let's say hi to Paul in New York. Paul, what's up?
Hey, morning, boys.
Howdy, Paul.
Did anybody notice that when all the women came out in the red dresses, that Mandiza looked like the Kool-Aid Man?
Oh, right. Yeah, that huge red dress.
looks like she gained a ton of weight since being kicked
she didn't
off,
care.
by the way.
That's great. She did. I like how they made her bust through the wall.
All right.
Before she sang her song.
But she was one of them.
I wanted to scream, hey, Kool-Aid, as soon as she walked out.
She was one of them, though, where she was singing, and you're like, man, her voice was so much better than Catherine McPhee's.
Yep.
You forgot it because she's been off the show a while. Very good there, Paul.
I just like Catherine McPhee because she did a good version of Hound Dog.
Let's say hi to John in Jersey. John, what's up?
Hey, it was living proof that you can still look up Dionne Warwick's nose and see her brain.
Yeah, Dionne Warwick has the hugest nostrils.
Why do they drag her out?
That poor old woman.
Why?
It was star-studded, Jimmy.
She's awful.
It was star-studded last night.
I'm sure they put the word out to everybody, and a lot of people said no, they didn't want to be part of the American Idol thing, but Dionne Warwick has nothing else to do.
She has an album and a tour coming out. So her and Burt Bacharach, I guess. Yep. So that's what the whole show was. The only people that agreed to do the show, these celebrities, were people that had things to plug. That's why Live was out there. Who knew Live had an album out until they said it last night? No one would have known. They have the opportunity to play in front of millions and millions of people like that. Of course, they're going to drag poor Dionne out there. She can't hit any notes anymore.
Well,
she's singing those. Remember. I wish we had an example of one of her songs, how she used to sing it. She used to actually stretch the notes out.
She used to sound like a songbird.
Ooh.
Like a songbird.
I say a little prayer for you.
Yeah.
Together forever. Da 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 da. And she like stretched the notes out. Now it's just like she sings as little of the note as possible to still keep it the song.
Could you do your impression again, please?
Which one?
Dionne Warwick.
All the hits that you seem to know and love by her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do another one.
What's another song she does?
I Have AIDS.
I'm sure you know all of them. Do another one.
All right. Ben's holding up one. Break, 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 break. Ben with his stupid break sign. Together forever.
Faggot.
Yeah.
That's what friends are for.
I'm talking old school.
Well, we have a douche chill.
I'll never fall in love again.
Oh, my God.
Remember what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know why I know all these songs?
Please tell me.
God's honest truth.
Please tell me.
I would go places with my parents when I was a little kid, and it was always on the radio.
Where a
all
bathhouse?
these songs. Bastard. It's my parents. But in between the times they were yelling at each other, these songs were playing. I hear them and have horrific thoughts of parental arguments.
By the way, Rob wants to make fun of you. Rob in Massachusetts listening on WBCN. What's up, Rob?
What's up, you guys? Hey, Anthony, you're the smartest guy on radio, but I got to call you out on one.
All right.
You said Prince was in a hyperbolic chamber. What is that, a chamber filled with exaggerations?
Very funny. All right.
Thank you, Jimmy Cakes.
Thank you.
Hyperbaric chamber.
That's a dope.
I have no idea what those are. It's something Michael Jackson slaps himself in, and for him, it didn't work.
Let's get to the next douche chill from American Idol last night before we take a break.
Walk on by. Din, 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 din. Walk on by. Din, din, din. That's another one of our songs.
I
challenge you to do that the next time you see a juicy hog.
Well, Dionne Warwick, the point we're trying to make, she can't hit those notes anymore.
Leave let the girl retire, the old gal.
Yeah, hasn't she made enough money? You got to retire the old prostitutes. There's young meat out there. Let them sing for a while.
Let them. Leave it for the kids.
Here's Dionne Warwick. Excuse me, missing a note really badly here. Maybe not. Mm-hmm. All right.
Look how bad she missed it. You can't even hear it.
What the hell?
Oh, we don't like hearing what the hell.
Well, what the heck? What?
Oh, no.
Hold on a minute.
Here's what she does.
Here we go.
There's supposed to be a big end note. I believe that's what this clip is. The big grand finale end note. And she hits it for a second and then can't hold it. So she just goes, ah. It's like air coming out of a balloon.
Yeah, listen to this, Jimmy. Kind of hard to hear, but
Dionne Warwick falling out of an airplane.
That's what friends are, Geronimo.
Hey, Ray is going to say something a lot of people are thinking today. Ray in New Mexico, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, ladies?
What's up, Ray?
Hey.
Hey, man, I think Mavi, or however you say her name, that chick had any sex appeal, she could have got more votes. She's a really good-looking chick who could not dance and just there was nothing sexy about her, and she was really good-looking.
Still pictures in Playboy. She'd be perfect for Playboy. She's got the face, the body for Playboy.
Well, now she has the body because you lost a bunch of weight since this Idol started.
Yeah. Just shut up because
they showed her original audition and she was very, very frumpy. But
yeah, a little dumpy around the bottom.
Looks like she's been on the treadmill.
Knocked her into shape. Good girl.
For the last 6 months. And
we were talking in the office about things that could have put her over the top.
Let me explain. Catherine, what you want to say, Ray? Catherine is hottest chick without sex appeal. This dumb broad could have won American Idol. All she had to do was do one simple move, and she would have won in a landslide vote.
I've seen it done in strip clubs. They pick up the beer bottle right in front. Is it that move?
And then there's 6 or 7 ping pong balls that come to shoot.
That's
Where
another
do they
one.
come from?
There's matches, cigarettes, smoking, and still being able to recite words of text.